What is going on YouTube? giaquinto718 here, filling in for my man JTS812 once again. This is a special occasion, and he wanted me to commentate this video, and I said I would gladly commentate this fuckage for you, JT, because he pretty much owns this entire lobby. A quadruple streak, yes, a quadruple streak, and as you can see, we're kind of jumping the gun here. I'm not exactly too sure what happened. I don't think JT recorded the beginning of the match, but I think he realized, or once he realized, how insanely lost and dumbfounded this little clan was that he'd throw his PVR on. And he picked the right time to do that, because he just pretty much annihilates this lobby, and he's using decoy and knives, which I want to point out. Here's the first example. Let me jump straight into it so you guys see it. Decoy only affects civilians. As you guys see there, he locked a proper lock. Now think about that. Think about what that message says. If you use a decoy on someone who's not a civilian, it's not going to work. This is pretty much Ubisoft's way of saying, oh, you can use this ability and manipulate it and get free kills. And we're not going to patch you until AC Revelations, which turns out they didn't do that till AC Revelations. So basically, when you lock a civilian and you use an offensive decoy, the civilian will always run away. But if it's a proper lock, they're not going to run away, and they're going to stand still, and you get to keep your decoy. So this basically means if you're right, and you're good at pointing out people, but you're not too sure, you might be able to get the gift of an offensive decoy back. And the most beautiful thing about it is, and I'm not too sure on what the cooldown was, wow, you were dumb. I'm pretty sure the cooldown is either 25 seconds or 15 seconds, something along those lines. Rapid reload, I have no idea, but it's somewhere fused in there. So it's a beautiful cooldown. It's a wonderful ability, and you don't have to go up close and personal to use it, like the infamous offensive smoke bomb used across all platforms, all systems, in all games. Wow, that made no sense. But JT really does a great job on showcasing offensive decoy, and it's something I've been looking to showcase in one of my videos. I don't know why I've never thought of this idea, but JT's a champion for this, because not only does he use it effectively, he gets a quad streak in the process. And this guy is not AFK. He may look it, but he hesitated there. He basically, what he did was, he hit his high profile button, which caused his legs to spread out, and he did this retarded bent forward stance, excuse me. So he has a double, still 2.5 minutes left, and he's going to town. Clearly, all windows are open for a quad streak. So, this guy isn't necessarily what I'd like to call walking with his group, and he pretty much makes it obvious and throws himself out there that he's using poor disguise. Pretty sure that was the guy from earlier that was the engineer. Let me just throw out there, when you use a disguise, you want to walk the civilian patterns like some of these guys are walking, even though this map's a bit of a clusterfuck, because we have groups on which I call the Sea of San Donato. Yes, there are a lot of civilians that traverse on this map, and it is one of my favorite maps to bring Templar Vision, just because you have civilians that travel out there everywhere, and sometimes it just gets out of hand, and an offensive smoke bomb is going to be useless if you have a player hiding in one of those groups. I just don't recommend it. Stick to an aerial zone. So he's still going to town, and it's looking really good. You know, 1 minute and 30 seconds roughly. That's how long it takes me to get a streak. And honestly, with these noobs, it could take you 30 seconds to get a streak, just because they do crap like that. They stand back and they try to stun you, but sometimes they fail. Unfortunately for JT, they got him there, but he's going to get back up, and he's going to town on these guys. You know, like I said, exorcism style, when me and JT group up on lobbies, it is just ugly. That's the best way to put it. Now JT's going to come up here, and he's going to use another decoy, and this is going to be the opposite of what we saw in the beginning. He's going to lock what he thinks is right, and it turns out it was a civilian. So the civilian ran away, and that's another good way of using it. You see, when he decoyed the civilian, it spooked the right guy in the group. So that basically led him to throwing his smoke bomb, because he was just freaked out. You know, just a natural noob reaction. He doesn't know what a decoy is. He sees a civilian move. He freaks, and you get the kill. So it's a nice ability. I think you should all check it out. I think it's awesome, and goddamn, JT, you are annihilating these guys. And this is what pretty much seals the deal. Quad streak, 20 seconds are still left. And let me just throw out there, if the noobs weren't whirling around him in the beginning of the match, which I'm not sure if any of you noticed, he probably would have got what I don't know the word for getting, you know, five streaks. You know, you have single, double, triple, quadruple. I'm just gonna go with giaquinto. That's good enough for me. So he would have gotten a giaquinto streak, and it just would have been a good time. It's always a good time when you're playing idiots like this. And PNG, PBG, whatever you are, if you're watching this game, please learn off this, because if I ever run into you guys, I'm going to have a ball. 21 kills, 11k, glory. That's the best word for it. Glory. So this is giaquinto718. I hope you guys enjoyed the match. I hope you sub to my man JT, because he puts out wonderful content. And I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary, and look into using Rapid Reload Decoy and Manhunt. I'll catch you guys later.
Oh shit. Yo, Jim, man. I just got like 21 kills in this match in Manhunt. I was using decoy and knives. I don't even know what the fuck that these other people were doing.